Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about some crazy fan moments and some of V's responses to said moments. I think it's hilarious. We also have V appearing in a college classroom. I definitely wanted to talk about that and give my opinions on that. I think this is a great thing. And I also think it's great to teach using an Asian male. It kind of normalizes this all around the world. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's get into my thoughts on this. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's jump into it. The first thing I want to talk about is all the stuff that is happening all over Weverse and what has been going on over there. If you aren't aware of what Weverse is, please join us over on Weverse. It's where the cool kids are. It's a social media site that the boys seem to be most active on, which is why we flock over there. Forget the tweetster, alright? We go into Weverse. All the boys at the very least try to be very active on there, and seemingly they seem to get back to armies a lot, like respond back. V often also checks other people's posts, like other armies' posts. Like the time he saved a grandpa from needing special type of blood. Sometimes he would give advice or respond back in a funny way. All of this, of course, makes us armies days. Yes, days, right? It doesn't just make a day. We think about this for days. BTS doesn't seemingly do this too much on Twitter or any of the other social media sites. I don't know if they have an official Instagram or anything like that, but it seems like they don't do it on any of those platforms. What's interesting is that Weverse has a lot of different types of layouts and that sort of thing. The way the platform works, it almost encourages anyone who interacts with the platform to interact with each other, and it makes it easy for people to talk to each other. Also, most things are in Korean, so our boys can feel the most comfortable, most at home. Obviously, Twitter is going to be mostly English, and our boys' English is not that great. But of course, translators exist, and they can also ask RM, you know, all that stuff, so I'm not worried about that. But they seem to be most comfortable on Weverse because they can actually read everything themselves. They're definitely getting better with their English. Last time I heard from a Bon Voyage episode, J-Hope's English was actually getting very good. But that's besides the point here. I don't know if Weverse is just a big hit social media site, or if it's a Korean social media site that all K-pop idols use. So far, I've just seen big hit artists on there, so I don't really know. But if Big Hit created their own platform for their own K-pop idols, that's amazing. That's dope, like the song. The K-pop idols like BTS do obviously feel the most comfortable on the app, and of course, in return, that makes the K-pop fans feel a lot more comfortable interacting with the K-pop idol. And of course, when that happens, they start posting more, and then fans start asking questions like V to marry them. For example, there was this moment in the history books that will be forever remembered. The kids one day will learn about the biggest burn in history. Someone asked if V would marry them, and V responded with a stern no. Not even a little flirty moment, like, oh, maybe, or maybe one day. You know how some celebrities do, they little flirt back. Just a flat out no is what V said. Like, not even a chance. Now, armies across the world have no chance. V is off the market. Maybe he was upset that someone was asking for marriage and that said person didn't have a profile picture. He gotta see your beautiful army face before he can agree to marriage, okay? You need to seduce him a little bit with the face. Now, that's of course an older moment. I've definitely talked about that moment before, and I've definitely talked about how I thought it was really funny. But we have more moments like this that some of you armies may want to know. One army asked V how he was doing. This person writes, oh, talk to me in English. How are you today? And then V responds with a very, okay, bye. Like he's saying, girl, I'm not interested. Go away. My heart breaks for both these people. The rejection. Hey, my little Tay boy, how could you be so cruel to these people? Don't you know when someone asks you to marry them, it's very rude to say no. Your response should be yes. I'm totally kidding, of course. But then we have this reaction, which is the funniest thing I've ever seen. I died laughing. You deserve to die laughing too. This one person on Weverse wrote, Taehyung oppa, I love you, Chu. Kisses. Beautiful, you know, to give Tae a little bit of a kiss. You want to show him how much you love him. Send him nice little flirty texts. I'm going to continue to send him flirty texts every morning. Maybe one day I'll actually get a morning response flirt back. And I encourage you all to do the same. But also imagine how cute it is if he opens his phone one day and sees all these like lovey flirty messages to him in the morning. A way to wake up to beautiful texts every morning. If I can't get something like that, then I definitely wish for Taehyung to get something like that. But then Taehyung's response to this flirty text is what kills me. And now I am dead. He wrote, defense. As in, don't you dare come near me with that kiss. And now I am sad. That means he is not open to kissing any armies, probably not at fan meets, but hopefully he would be allowed or happy to give us all a nice little hug or a nice big hug. I can imagine he probably gives nice hugs too. Not like one of those like one hand hugs that are like, ugh, but like hugs where he squeezes you like a big bear. Yes, want the bear, come and squeeze me. But just to be fair, in defense of Taehyung, he does actually kind of flirt back sometimes on Weverse. You gotta give him credit where credit is due. He does sometimes say stuff like this. I am not good at speaking speaking English, but I can love you. And yes, you can definitely come and love me. I won't complain. But I definitely did want to see what some people were saying on Twitter on their overall experience on what Taehyung says on Weverse. One army wrote this. Taehyung saying defense at an army wanting to kiss him, saying no to that marriage offer. Being reserved from touching women and not wanting to kiss cheeks is so relatable. And honestly, I agree, so relatable, right? People try to kiss me all the time. I gotta swat them away. I'm just like, defense. Dude, honestly, I can't even remember the last time someone tried to kiss me. Forget kissing. I can't even remember the last time someone wanted to hug me. And then Taehyung over there got people sending him messages and stuff. Ugh, what a lucky guy. He gets to swat the ladies away. He also gets to swat men away. Ugly men like me. Although I haven't seen too many flirty male messages. None that have been sent his way, or none that he has responded to at least. So maybe no men to swat away just yet. Taehyung's influence is obviously very big. He can obviously influence these women to send him nice flirty messages, nice lovey texts. But not only just that, he's also a huge influence in fashion. He was definitely named as some of the most super fashionable people. So we know he's making waves in America and in the world with fashion. Recently in a college classroom, specifically in India, this happened in India. Now just so you know, BTS is not as big in India as they are in Korea or probably America, but they're definitely starting to be. V is kind of the face that a lot of people talk about, whether that's on the news or in this case, a classroom. In this particular classroom, the students were analyzing kind of fashion trends. And they pulled up V and talked about him. I believe there's a lot of good things to say about his fashion. V wears a lot of really kind of baggy type of clothes, and it looks so chic on him. His style is very different from everyone else in the group, so I guess it's very easy to kind of pick him out of the group and be like, all right, we're gonna analyze his fashion. I also believe he has to wear kind of different clothes from everyone else in the group, just because of his skin condition. It might not be related, but I'm just theorizing. But his outfits and his clothes are very distinguishable from the other members of BTS. But also K-pop in general, right? As most K-pop stars, specifically male, wear really, really tight pants. V's like, nah, I want to wear loose-fitting pants. V style's great. I don't know how much of his own style is his own idea versus styles that his stylist came up with, but I imagine he has some say, right? Like if he really doesn't like that outfit, then he can probably just say no. Their stylist really does a great job at making all the members stand out from each other, but at the same time make everything look together and look uniform. Like it doesn't look like anyone's trying to outshine each other, yet everyone looks different and stands out. I don't know if that makes sense or if I explained that correctly, but that's just how I feel about it. Their stylist is doing a great job. I think BTS is definitely going to have a huge impact on fashion for many, many years to come. Whether they decide to keep singing or not, because a lot of people are probably going to try the whole new street fashion type of thing, and Korean fashion is going to be very big. I mean, when I walk down K-Town or even Chinatown, I see K-fashion stores everywhere. It's like, look, you can look like your favorite K-pop idol. And then there's like huge lines because everyone wants to look like Taehyung, right? BTS and Taehyung specifically do have a huge impact on fashion. In a recent photo that V posted, it was a drawing of V kind of in Simpsons style, and then V was kind of staring at the photograph that he hung out on the wall. Which if you don't know the backstory on this, let me tell you. V asked armies to draw V kind of in Simpsons style. One of the armies submitted their drawings. V really liked it, printed it out, and hung it on the wall. And of course, he can stare at it anytime he wants. I suppose it's definitely a huge honor to whoever the artist is. That of course ended up being printed out, because V can literally go and stare at this every single day. I personally would be so happy knowing that my daddy, I mean Zaddy, is staring at my art. But when V posted that photo of him staring at the painting, the pajamas that he ended up wearing in that photo actually ended up being sold out just within 5 minutes. I mean, that's insane. 5 minutes. Like, it would have taken me at least 5 minutes just to find the pajamas. How do people find it so quick? But if whatever he wears sells out that quickly, then obviously V has a say in what the next fashion trend is going to be. So whatever he ends up wearing, whatever the next trend will be, people will just buy it. And so there's definitely a lot to study in a classroom, I think, about this. Like, study BTS's specific fashion trends and what they like to wear. And if my professor personally decided to teach this, I would totally freak out. Like, you're gonna put my baby on screen and teach us how amazing he is? Where can I sign up for this class? All right, my life will be fulfilled. It's such an amazing thing, not just for Taehyung's career, obviously, but the fact that people are teaching other Asian people in their classroom, which isn't done enough. It's very rarely ever done with Koreans. And when it is, it's gonna be about North Korea, which, let's be real, it doesn't exactly shine the correct light on all of Korea and what all of Korea is usually like. I would love to see more of this. I am glad that BTS is the one to break down the stereotype. They are changing things. I definitely wanted to see what some other people were saying on Twitter about this. One army wrote this: India is another Tay-Tay land. We love you, Taehyung. We love him. We'd love to see representation. I can't believe we are finally at this point where other people are ready to kind of open up and accept Asian culture. It's lovely. I love it. Let me know what you think about this, and let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go over to my Patreon, kind of check that out, support and give back any way you can. It really does help me kind of keep the channel going, make better videos on here, all that stuff. So I really do appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Obviously, if you can't do that, that's okay too. I really appreciate you being here and supporting here as well. You can also get exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions. You can also request things. I'll leave a link in the description down below so you can check that out. There's also 2 videos at the end of this video, so you can click on one of those videos and I will catch you over there. Bye.